whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Felton will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Patriots.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff for Gurley. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. It hurts, not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's complete to Hightower. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Hurts throw pulled in by Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line. On third down, Felton. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much.
He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the handoff, it's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. This complete left side to Aguilar. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. On second down, it's Gurley again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. To throw, Mayfield. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. Completion good for 14 yards. And they're going to have a third down. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
On first down, Felton. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A first down carry for Matthews. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Matthews. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On second down, it's Gurley again. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second and 2, Hurts. Then caught by Henry. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A throw right side caught by Keene. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now Mayfield lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And the Patriots have it. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And
you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been
touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Gladney.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield.
That one caught by Felton.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Takes it at the 7.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Greedy Williams picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover.